Hey everyone! Welcome back to Animal Wonders. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating organs in the animal kingdom: the brain. What is a brain, why do animals need it, and are there any animals that can live without one? Let's find out. First off, what is a brain? The brain is a complex organ made up of billions of neurons that communicate through electrical and chemical signals. It acts as the control center for the body, managing everything from basic functions like breathing and heartbeat to complex processes like thinking and decision-making. The brain is a highly complex organ that performs a multitude of important functions. Some of the most crucial duties of the brain include: 1. Cognitive functions and decision-making. The brain is the epicenter of our cognitive abilities, which include thinking, reasoning, problem-solving, and decision-making. It's where we process information from our senses and experiences, and then use that information to make conscious choices. The prefrontal cortex, a part of the cerebrum, plays a key role in these functions, allowing us to plan, anticipate consequences, and control impulses. 2. Memory storage and emotional processing. Our memories and emotions are intricately linked and are both processed in the brain. The hippocampus, located within the brain's temporal lobe, is crucial for forming new memories. It allows us to learn and remember facts and events. Meanwhile, the amygdala, also in the temporal lobe, is involved in emotional processing. It helps us respond to stimuli with appropriate emotions and is also key in forming emotional memories. 3. Regulation of vital body functions. The brainstem, which includes structures like the medulla oblongata and the pons, is responsible for regulating essential life-sustaining functions. These include breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, and sleep cycles. In the animal kingdom, brain sizes can vary dramatically, with some animals having notably large or small brains relative to their body size. Here's what the research shows. The sperm whale holds the record for the largest brain in absolute terms, weighing an average of 18 pounds. However, when considering brain size relative to body size, smaller animals like certain ants can have larger brains proportionally. For example, the genus Brachymyrmex has a brain that is roughly 12% of its body mass, giving it a brain-to-body mass ratio of about 1:8. On the other end of the spectrum, some of the smallest brains in the animal kingdom belong to creatures like insects and small fish, where the brain-to-body mass ratio can be quite low. However, specific details on the smallest brain are not as commonly reported as the largest. It's important to note that while brain size can be an indicator of certain cognitive abilities, it's not a perfect predictor of intelligence. Different animals have brains that are specialized for their particular ways of life, and brain efficiency can also play a significant role in an animal's cognitive capabilities. The brain provides animals with several advantages that are crucial for survival and adaptation. Here are some special advantages that animals gain from their brains. 1. Enhanced problem-solving abilities. Animals with larger brains, or those with more developed certain areas of the brain, tend to have better problem-solving skills. This can be seen in species that navigate complex environments, use tools, or have sophisticated social structures. For example, crows and primates have demonstrated the ability to use tools and solve complex problems, which is attributed to their advanced neural development. 2. Improved social interactions. The brain enables complex social behaviors by processing social cues and facilitating communication. This is particularly important in species that live in groups, where social hierarchy and cooperation are essential for survival. For instance, dolphins and elephants are known for their intricate social structures and emotional intelligence, which are supported by their large and complex brains. 3. Adaptability and learning. A well-developed brain allows animals to learn from their experiences and adapt to changing environments. This learning capability can lead to the development of new behaviors that can be passed down to future generations, aiding in the survival of the species. The ability to learn and remember also helps animals avoid dangers and exploit new sources of food. There are animals that possess structures which can be considered as having multiple brains, or more accurately, multiple clusters of nerve cells known as ganglia that function independently. Here are a few examples. 1. Leeches. These segmented worms have a brain in each of their 32 segments, allowing each segment to control its own muscles and sensory inputs independently. 2. Octopuses. Known for their intelligence, octopuses have a central brain and additional ganglia within each of their 8 arms that can independently control movement and respond to the environment. 3. Snails. These mollusks have several ganglia that act like separate brains, controlling different functions such as feeding, movement, and sensory perception. Some animals can live without a brain. While most animals have a brain that coordinates their behavior and bodily functions, there are several simple creatures that can survive without one. For example, jellyfish. These sea creatures have been around for about 650 million years and do not have a brain, heart, or blood. Instead, they have a system of nerve cells known as a neural net that allows them to sense and respond to their environment. Sea stars, also known as starfish, they lack a brain but can digest food outside their body and have a large nerve ring that helps them interact with their surroundings. Sea cucumbers. These animals do not have a brain, instead, they have an oral cavity surrounded by neural tissue that sends signals to their mouth and tentacles. These animals have evolved other mechanisms to perform the essential functions typically managed by a brain. They are able to sense their environment, find food, and protect themselves from danger using simpler nervous systems or neural networks. This shows the incredible diversity of life and the various ways organisms have adapted to survive. While most animals have a brain that is essential for their survival, there are some exceptions in the animal kingdom. Here's a brief explanation. The majority of animals require a brain to control bodily functions, process sensory information, and interact with their environment. The brain is crucial for coordinating movement, responding to stimuli, and supporting life processes. But some simple animals, such as jellyfish, sea stars, and sea cucumbers, do not have a brain. Instead, they have simpler structures like nerve nets or clusters of nerve cells that allow them to sense their environment and perform basic functions necessary for survival. Brains represent an incredible evolutionary advancement, enabling a wide range of complex behaviors and interactions. So next time you watch an animal navigating its world, remember the amazing organ that's making it all possible. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the animal brain. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating animal facts. See you next time on Animal Wonders.